What's up, everybody? We are back. We are back. Bobby Bonilla Day. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Shout out to Bobby Bonilla and the Wilpons. Another $1.19 million in Bonilla's bank until 2035. From 2011 to 2035. Here we are. Bobby Bonilla Day. Mets taking on the Jays right now. About to open up in Toronto. 90 degrees there. It's going to be a hot one this week. And middle of the afternoon game on a work day, I just figured I'd hop on and see who was doing nothing today either. So here we are. But it's all good, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. And let's see what we got going on here. The Mets have been playing horrendously this season, and so have the Yankees. The Yankees have been playing terribly as well. They're currently losing right now, and it's Canada Day. So they'll be the Blue Jays will be wearing all red today for Canada Day, which is huge. The stadium is packed right now for this matchup. The Jays haven't been playing that great either, and both of these teams were expected to be doing something for real this year. Both teams were expected to be doing something challenging for the year, but we know the Mets' disaster right now, and that is David Stearns, who Steve Cohen came out today and said David Stearns is fine. Maybe that's just to keep him moving forward. I don't know. Maybe for the trade deadline. I don't know. I don't get it because you get rid of Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, Jeff McNeil, the core guys, to bring in injury-prone players, Luis Robert, Jorge Polanco, Marcus Semien, and all of them are on the injured list. Oh, you got rid of Alonso too, yeah. So I just said that, didn't I? So here we are, but it's Bobby Bonilla Day, and that's what's important. July 1st, I thought we had to celebrate it. It's once a year we do Bobby Bonilla Day. I mean, what a contract. We'll get into that for those that don't understand what's going on with Bobby Bonilla Day and why it's so important today. Man, can you imagine every July 1st, no matter what's going on in your life, you're getting $1.19 million. $1.19 million starting in 2011. I will explain it in a minute. I hope everybody's doing well. It's good to be back on here, guys. And I was doing nothing today, and Rock and Des were like, why don't you get on and do a game? So here we are. The Yankees are atrocious, by the way, right now. So here we are. Still setting up. All right, Carson Benj coming up right now to lead it off. The baby Mets, which we call Benj, Jared Young, and A.J. Ewing. These guys are playing, man. These guys are playing really well. So maybe there's a silver lining here. Maybe a little bit of a silver lining. So here we are. Yankee Kyle, first cellar dweller accounted for. Yankee Kyle in the basement. Yankees are losing, man. What's going on with that? Oh, what a play at first base by – was that Guerrero? It sure was. Wow, he robbed an easy double. Right now. Wow. Guerrero robbed an easy double. That was going right down the line. The Mets did win yesterday, so that was good. Toronto's been weird, man. They're a team that I really expected was to be the team to beat the American League. What's really shocking is Vlad Guerrero has 4 home runs on the season, at least last time I saw. Soto lining up to bunt, which we know he's not doing that. Anyway, strike one. Soto's hitting 298, 17 bombs, 39 RBIs, 971 OPS. Guy's a generational hitter, man. It's always been a favorite player of mine since he was on the Nationals. I'll get into the Bobby Bonilla Day in a minute because it's so hilarious. It's so much fun. It's a typical Met thing to do. Andre, go New York, go New York, go. Andre, Mitchell Robinson's on the Celtics, for those that don't know. Soto bangs one deep. Warning track. Oh, right at the wall. I thought that was gone. Right at the wall. 2 outs. Wow, right at the wall. Bo Bichette, former Toronto Blue Jay, coming up. Great to see you too, man. Yeah, Rock. And Des were like, why don't you go on? It's hot outside here. It's like 97 degrees. Tomorrow's going to be 100 and whatever. And Friday's going to be 100 and whatever. And Saturday's going to be 100 and whatever. So I'll be on. Stella's over here. She wants to say hello. I'll let her out in a minute. She's been very she going through a growing stage, so she's been very all over the place. Bo Bichette finally starting to hit. He's hitting 251 now. The average doesn't say so, but trust me, he's starting to hit. Good to see you too, Andre. It's kind of the offseason. It feels weird after the hockey and the basketball playoffs that we are now here watching baseball. The Yankees have been horrendous, Andre, horrendous. I believe they're still losing right now. They can't hit. Angus, another cellar dweller and soccer ambassador. Angus in the basement. What's going on, Angus? Yeah, man. After the Knicks high, man, we've just been doing, you know how I am in the summertime. Summertime, I'm on and off. But here we are. Hey, you and Victor, how's the soccer going, guys? How's the soccer going for you guys? I know USA plays tonight. How's the soccer team up going there with Victor, man? Bruin, yes. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day, everyone. OG Cellar Dweller, hockey ambassador. Bruin in the basement. Bruin, I'm going to pin that. That's important that we pin that. It's Bobby Bonilla Day, so that'll be pinned for the remainder here. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day, everyone. Yes. USA, USA, USA. Let's start our July 4th celebration early. Hello, Stella. Yes, Stella's right over here, dying to come out. I'm going to let her out in a minute. Francisco Lindor batting. He's finally back from injury. Hit a big home run the other night, even though they lost. This is his 5th game back, man. This team has had a ton of injuries, man. But like I said, 3 of the guys the Mets swore by all had injury-prone careers coming here, and it's not surprising they're all on the injured list right now. Polanco, Luis Robert, and Marcus Semien. And Pete Alonso is having a great time in Baltimore. I know the team is not, but he's still doing well. He should still be on the Mets. Insane. What's up, Angus? USA. Yes, they play tonight, Andre. Can they go all the way? Mexico. I know Argentina and Messi is the by far favorite to win the whole thing, but I got to tell you something. Mexico looks really good right now. Mexico looks solid. Yeah, mid-afternoon game. I didn't know who was going to be on. It's a work day, so I don't know who works, who doesn't, who's going to be. I even tried to get Lou to come on with us, but he actually is at work right now, so we couldn't get him. I couldn't get him on. Angus, what's up? Hoping Gunner gets to get on, but Gunner's a Blue Jays fan. I'm shocked at the Blue Jays, man. Well, the Mets 3 up, 3 down. Going to the bottom of the first. So, yeah, Mitchell Robinson is now on the Boston Celtics. Like, wow. Wow. He's on the Boston Celtics. It's crazy. Crazy.
Where were you in 16? Where were you in 2030? How about 47?
Good on your end. Great, Angus. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I checked out. Well, it wasn't live when you guys were live, but I checked out some of you and Victor's collab, man. You guys look really good on there. You look really good. It's good stuff, man. It's a big time of year, you know. I mean, a lot of people don't watch soccer normally, as we know, but unlike us, we do. But the fact that I guess they treat it like the Olympics. A lot of people watch the World Cup like the Olympics, and it's like, well, why don't you get into like MLS or some type of soccer? They're like, oh, it's not the same. Well, the intensity level may not be the same, but it's still a great game. It's still a great game. It's Angus. Victor and I did a few streams. He's helping his family out at the moment. He said, oh, cool. All right. Well, USA plays tonight. I think they'll win that one tonight, but it's going to start getting tough. Angus, what's your opinion? Angus, what's your opinion on Mexico and Argentina? If Mexico were to play Argentina, man, I want to see that matchup. Oh, that light is killing. I got a Knicks champion thing up there now. Thanks to Rock. Knicks champions. Hey, let me change that. That's got to be seen.
5 2/3 of scoreless baseball. He's trying to change July for the starting pitchers. Nathan Lucas 0 for 7 into the series. Peralta's first fastball is fouled back. Lucas came into the series.
What happened to the attack?
That's held to be checked, dropping his batting average under 300. Starting pitching ERA in June for the Mets.
Well, that's weird.
4.6. So good. No good. If it makes them feel any better, the Braves, who they will play starting on Friday night, were even worse. That's
This is turning out to be way longer than I anticipated.
13 of 17 heading into their game today.
Still can't see it after all that. All right. Well, whatever. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson went to the Celtics. That hurts, but I had a feeling they weren't going to sign him back. But man, why do you have to go to another Eastern Conference rival? Freddie Peralta on the mound. Freddie Peralta is a top-end pitcher that has come to the Mets and is pitching like a back-end pitcher. It's weird. I don't get that. Happens all the time. It's really weird because he was a great number one for Milwaukee, and now he's – I don't know what happened. Come here, and this is what happens. Al, another cellar dweller first. Ozzy accounted for. Yeah, Al, 538. Like I said, Rock and Dez were like, why don't you go on? It's hot here, Al. I know it's wintertime for you guys in Australia, but here we're going to be getting 100-degree weather all week. Well, for the next few days anyway. 104, 103. I can't stand that kind of weather, man. Can't stand it. It's 97 out right now, but it feels way hotter than that. So anyway, they said, why don't you go on since we're in the house today? So here I am doing the Mets. Mets are on right now. Val, how you been? Good? Andre, John, you say Mets? Yes. Andre, it's true. It's true. They signed Alvarado. They signed Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson was the last one, but a lot of people had a feeling he wasn't coming back. I just didn't think he was going to go to the Celtics. Oh, why couldn't he gone to like a West Coast team? I thought the Lakers might try to grab him or somebody out that way.
Which is very, very unusual.
Yeah, Andre, that's rough, man. Rough. Yeah, the World Cup has been awesome, Angus. It has been absolutely awesome. It really has been incredible. Argentina will beat Mexico with a challenge. Mexico's been rolling. I know. What a play. Too much, though. Too much. I didn't think he'd get him. He almost did. What a play by Lindor. I mean, what an incredible play, man. He's still a top-tier shortstop. Argentina will be due to the altitude, yeah. I know Argentina is just like the favorite to win the whole thing. Messi is like dialed the clock back, to – what is he, 38? He's playing like he's 28. Here's Vlad Guerrero, man, 268, 4 home runs. He doesn't even have a home run in Toronto. It's very weird to see Vlad having such an awful season. Very, very weird. These I hate the hydration breaks. I get it, but I just don't you think that's what it is, Angus? Do you think that it's for so people can get ads in because oh, come on with the weekly you hear that? Weekly tests. So now, why couldn't they do that during a commercial? You think they're doing that on purpose, calling it a hydration break, but they're really doing it so they can get more ads in and more money? I think that's really what they're doing. All right, back-to-back base hits against Peralta. Toronto has second and third right now. So we missed that. While we were looking at the emergency test broadcast across the screen. Guerrero pushed it to a double, and yeah, he did. He made it. So it's second and third right now. Nobody out. Nobody out. Bringing in, yeah, that's what it's about. It's about the ads. They want to get ads in because soccer has no commercials. They have before the first half, halftime, end of game. There's no breaks. That's guaranteed. That's what it is. They call it a hydration break so people can be like, oh, look at that. They're looking out for the players. These players play in this kind of heat all the time. All the time. They play in this kind of heat. They're conditioned for it. They play in this kind of heat. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, but for a lot of people that don't watch soccer wouldn't know that. Miami is hot all summer long. For instance, that's one city. Miami's hot all summer long, and they don't get hydration breaks in MLS. All right, so hopefully the Mets can find a way out of this inning. Freddie Peralta, again, is supposed to be the ace, came to the Mets as an ace, and is pitching like a fifth starter would pitch. Been hearing about the heat in your hemisphere. Lots of rain here. Yeah, man. Al, next week is going to be nice, mid-80s. Just got to get through the next 3 days. Got to get through the next 3 to 4 days, man. Today's a hot one. Tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. The thing about this hot weather, it makes it difficult to breathe when you're outside. Usually we're outside. The past, up until today, we've been outside. Been pulling the TV outside, watching games outside, Andre. It's been nice, but today it's just too hot, man. I'm not sitting out there in this. I'm out. If I walk out there with this jersey on, forget it. It's really hot with that. So, yeah. So here we are. Okamoto up, nobody out.
He wasn't trying to fake anyone out in the bases. He just wanted to get a little extra time.
97 with the heat index. Yeah, that's in St. Louis, right? Over here, it's not fun, Angus. Not fun. Ground ball to short. That'll score a run. Lindor backhands it. Too deep in the hole. Now it's first and 1-0 Toronto. First and second. Still nobody out. Boy, the Mets starting off very poorly here. Boy, no one's surprised, but here we are. He hit it right on the nose, but Lindor was so deep in the hole, and he had to backhand it, then go across his body to try to get him out. It's just too much. It's too much. They're not? What are they showing? There's like nothing else on right now, Al. There's nothing else on in America. The basketball obviously is over. The baseball, the hockey's over. There's no other games going on right now. I figured maybe in Australia they would actually be showing this. The Rangers just got a big signing. I have today's free agency. Oh, by the way, for those that want to know what Bobby Bonilla Day is, Bobby Bonilla, long story short, at the end of his contract with the Mets back in 2000, I think it was around 2000, the Mets wanted to be done with him, and just instead of buying him out, they owed him $5.9 million in 2000. Instead of buying him out, they agreed to defer the money at 8% interest starting in 2011. Now you're thinking this is 2000, 2001, something like that, one of those 2 years, okay? Instead of paying the $5.9 million, they agreed to defer the money at an 8% interest starting in 2011. Bobby Bonilla is long retired come 2011. That turns out to every July 1st, $1.19 million is automatically paid to Bobby Bonilla from 2011 all the way through 2035. So instead of paying just buying his contract out back in 2000, 2001 of $5.9 million, they defer the money. The Wilpons were the owners of the Mets at the time. This guy is getting every July 1st for 20, what is that? 2011 to 2035 for 24 years, he's getting that kind of money. 1.19 million guaranteed every July 1st. And he's been long retired. That's why it's Bobby Bonilla Day. We celebrate it every July 1st. It's incredible. No matter what. Can you imagine whatever he was doing before 2011? Don't worry about it. 2011, I'm getting 1.19 million. July 1st. Every July 1st. It's insane. All right, so now Freddie Peralta has already thrown 20 pitches. There's one out, first and second, 3 balls, 1 strike. Belgium plays Senegal. Oh, that's right. That's right. There are earlier games today. Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern. They're probably showing that on KO.
The other thing about Freddie's season, and it speaks to this inning as well, is that his strikeout rate is the lowest of his career. 8.7 strikeouts per 9. He's been consistently over a strikeout per inning throughout his career.
I don't know what's going on with Peralta. I figured, you know what? The Mets won yesterday, lost on Friday. This is the ball 4. He walked them. Bases loaded. Toronto has the bases loaded. It's already 1-0, and there's only 1 out. You better pray for a double play here. OG Cellar Dweller, cricket ambassador, Manav. Manav's in the basement. What's up, Manav? What's happening there in California? What is it? Almost 1 o'clock for you, right? 10 to 1? Almost 1 o'clock for you, Manav. It's almost 4 o'clock here. How you doing, buddy? Long time, man. Al says, what's up, Manav? I think LeBron's going to go to the Warriors, Manav. I think he's going to go to the Warriors. I think he's going to go to the Warriors to play with Curry and Draymond. I know Draymond opted out, but you know he's not leaving. That's where I think he's going. That'd be interesting to see. That's going to be interesting to play out, Manav. Definitely going to be interesting to play out. So here we are. But you know what? No matter what goes on with my teams, I just look right over there, Manav. Knicks, champions. It's awesome. Pop up. So no runs are going to score on this. Pop up to the shortstop. That's what I look at right there. Champions. Woo! That's what we care about. I'm going to switch that back. I thought you could see it better lower, but. Now you got a veteran hitter who loves to swing the bat early in the count. Who has the second highest swing. So yeah, Manav, if you weren't aware, since you just joined us, Mitchell Robinson went to the Celtics. But he was there. He was there when the Knicks were terrible. They were a 17-win team, I believe, in his first year there in 2018. So he has literally gone from the basement doormat Knicks to champions. He's been around for it all. So what's up? Andre, Johnny, tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't. Yes, he did. Bobby Bonilla batted in front of Barry Bonds for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 90s. Yes, he did. Very good. Very good, Andre. He batted in front of Barry Bonds. So if you had your choice, you're going to pitch to the guy to avoid getting the Bonds. Bobby Bonilla was a good player. But when you're seeing a whole ton of pitches because they don't want to pitch to Bonds who's batting after you, yeah, it was Bonilla and Barry Bonds. Yep. Very good, Andre. That's where he started. Then he went to the Orioles, the Mets. Then he played for a few teams after that, the Marlins, and he kind of bounced around. But it is Bobby Bonilla Day every July 1st. But yeah, that's true. The Pirates are actually good then. They're pretty decent. They're actually not bad now. 2 outs. We get out of it. Freddie Peralta gets out of it, man. That really could have gone ugly. We only gave up 1 run. Ewing, Alvarez, and Jared Young coming up. That could have really gone south very quickly. We got out of it, but Freddie Peralta is just not pitching the way he was supposed to, the way when we got him. Oh, the Yankees are still losing 2-0. Boy, they have 4 hits. Boy, the Yankees have been awful. This will be – they lose today. They got swept by the Red Sox in 4 games. They'll be swept by the Tigers. They'll have 7 straight losses. I don't know what's going on with them right now. They are in a horrendous slump. Horrendous slump. Now says what's up. I'm going to bring Stella out in a minute. She wants to say hello to everybody. I'm free to air here, right? So KO would be something. I was just about to ask you this, Al. So KO would be something different, right? I can't believe they're not showing this. There's no other game on right now. It's Canada Day today. Bobby Bonilla Day, all on the same day. So, yeah, here we are. Angus, good. Yes. At 8 o'clock. They should beat them. I'm not worried about them losing the other night. People make a big deal out of that. They didn't play a lot of their starters. They had already advanced. So what's the big deal? I wasn't worried about them losing. I wasn't sure if they were going to win that game. It didn't matter. There she is. Stella, say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say hello. She's been outside a lot. There she is, starting to talk more now, too. She's been outside a lot. No, Stella, don't tear up my hat. So here she is, but she's very, now that she's a year and a half, she's definitely been moving around a lot. I don't know, Manav. I have not. Step up, baby. Step up. Step up. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have not heard from him at all, Manav. He hasn't been on Rock's channel either. I don't know what's going on, Mr. Marine. I don't know. I don't have any updates at all. No one's emailed me. I don't have any updates whatsoever. Say hello, Stella. Hello? No hello today. Nope, don't bite that. Manav, I haven't heard anything. He has been tremendous as a multi-inning reliever.
Well, he's always been an overachiever. Was a walk-on at the University of Missouri.
No, you didn't want that?
Got a fellow Mizzou alum with the
So, yeah. Nikos, another cellar dweller accounted for. How you been, man? Oh, man, Nikos, this is so pathetic. So pathetic. So pathetic. How do you replace, I said this earlier, but you just popped in, so I'll say it again. Get rid of Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, Jeff McNeil, to bring in injury-prone players, Luis Robert, Jorge Polanco, and Marcus Semien. Where are those 3 guys? Oh, they're all on the injured list. What a surprise. You bring in Freddie Peralta, who was a number one pitcher for a lot of years. He comes here, and the guy can't hit. I mean, the guy has been awful. He's been like a 5th starter, not an ace. Sean Manaea is pitching, and Sean Manaea is a good pitcher, but I'm saying he's pitching far better than Peralta. That should not be the case. They're probably cooked for a while, but that's what they do. It's what they do. Nikos, man, I hope you've been good. Hey, man, I got the Jets to look forward to. That's why I keep turning around and looking at this, man. Keep looking at the Knicks. Knicks. That's what I look at right there. That's what I got to look at. It's a reminder that someone did well. I like these Toronto Blue Jays red jerseys, I like them. I think I like the hat, too. The hat is cool. Well, anyway, it's 1-0, top of the second inning. Francisco Alvarez up. Steve Cohen said the job of The job of Steve Cohen is secure. I don't understand that, and I think it's just talk. I mean, Steve Cohen also said that the Mets, within 5 years of him buying the team, were going to win a championship. Well, they did have that great 2023 where they beat the Phillies in the playoffs and then pushed the Dodgers. They pushed the Dodgers. They had them on the ropes. Far better than the Yankees did against them in the World Series. They had them on the ropes. And that was 2 years ago. Like, wow, we're almost there. And then, Mets things happen after that. So anyway, OG Celadwella, basement bouncer, and Buffalo fanatic. Gunner is in the basement. I figured you'd pop up today. Got a good sinker. That was a good backdoor sinker. It was going out, cut right back in, hit the corner. Alvarez down, 2 outs. Stella, you're about to go back to your aviary. Gunner, man, I do not understand the Blue Jays at all this season. I told you this in the Discord. I don't get it. I thought they were the team to beat in the American League, man. And the American League is wide open right now for anybody. American League is wide open for anybody. Anybody. So I don't I can't. I mean, you're a diehard Blue Jay fan. I can't believe that Vlad Guerrero doesn't have a home run in Toronto yet, let alone only having 4 total. They just had first and second, nobody out, then the bases loaded with 1 out and only got 1 run. That's what the Mets do. I don't expect Toronto to be doing this. I don't know, Gunner. It's unexplainable. I swear to you, I thought Toronto was the team to beat this year in the American League. They're about to be swept unless they pulled something out here. Let me check. Oh no, it's tied 2-2. They tied it in the bottom of the 9th. It was just 2-0. So they're still alive there. But if they win today, they would be 2-8 in their last 10. They were 18-9 before that, Gunner. They were 18-9 before the Red Sox series. They were 18-9 in the last, 27 games. And now they're 9-18 since then. I don't know. It's a long season, but we know every year they do this. Every year. Miles gets out, going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Mets again. Mets have no hits through 2 innings. Well, that's no big deal. It's only 2 innings. But we're going to the bottom of the 2nd right now. And right now, this game is a toss-up. Stella, don't tear my hat up. Don't tear my hat up. She's very busy now at a year and a half old. Remember when I first got her, she would just sit there and not move much? Now she's everywhere. She's everywhere. Hold on, guys. Step up. She's not going to stay there long. Yeah, they're playing so poorly, it's not even funny. Then they get swept by the awful Red Sox. It's like even worse. Here she is again. It's even worse. Manav says hi, Stella. Can you get a hello? Can you give a hello? Oh, she's eating something. Spoke to a friend who works for a betting company. They're making a fortune this World Cup. They have been hugely underestimated. Yes, Al, there's been a lot of upsets, man. A lot of upsets. But you know what? That's why they play the game. I mean, going back to my New York, I'm going to have to put her in the aviary. Hold on, guys. Come here, baby. Good girl. It's like the Knicks, everybody picked against them in every single series right up to the finals, and they won it all. And now everybody's giving, excuses as to why that happened. The World Cup, same thing. That's why they play the game. That's the old phrase, but that's why they play the game. You don't know who's going to win. You have an idea. I mean, Argentina, I think, is going to win the whole thing. I'm just kind of like,
run this year.
Strike 1-1. My dark horse in World Cup is Mexico. They've been playing so well, but could be level of competition.
And if you commit anger and execution and you mix those together.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, Angus. In the media, maybe they just do that to hype stories because it's like, dude, it's not that big a deal. I mean, you don't need all these starters out there in that game. Who cares that they lost? I only watched part of it because I knew the game didn't mean anything. We already moved on. We had already moved on. Andre says, "What's up, Stella?" Yeah, he said, "What's up?"
And just said, "I'm just going to blow him away," and that's kind of what his career's been about.
Angus Stella Dwella. That's your name, Stella. The Stella Dwella. Yep. I know Mr. Marino is called Rocco, the general of the basement. So Stella is Stella Dwella. Andres Jimenez up now. This series, he's 0 for 3. He is a former Met prospect, by the way, Jimenez. All right, we got 1 out, nobody on, 1-0. These games have been close every game between the Jays and the Mets. The Mets have lost, the Mets are 2-8 out of the last 10, and the Jays have lost 7 of their last 8 games. So, yeah, the Jays have been, up until the win Friday, they came into this series losing 6 straight, which is unbelievable. But they're still in it. The American League is just terrible. Bruin, what's up? What's up? Everybody saying what's up? Just Jets, NFL, Bombers, AFL, teams with aircraft theme are doing really bad. Well, I am not a Bombers fan, thankfully. I am still Brisbane Lions all the way. But yes, Al over here, most people that are Met fans are Jet fans. So the Mets handing the baton to the Jets is like, the Jets are always off-season champs. Watch out for the Jets this year. Look who they have. Look at the signings. Look at this. Look at that. The Mets do that too, and here we are. I mean, right away. What's actually, the Mets started out hot this year, and then everybody got hurt. I mean, they started out really well this year, and then it just boom. I mean, that was the first couple weeks of April, and then after that, it was just downhill. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, Bombers are awful. I hardly ever tip their way. Hardly ever. Al says, "What's up, Bruin?" I have to roll, Johnny. Hope to see you. Oh, that's a base hit right there. Soto's got it. Lucas is 2 for 2. I keep calling him Luke's, Gunner, because of the way his name is spelled. I keep calling him Luke's. It's Lucas.
Of winning the 7th game of the World Series. Well, a year ago on this date, they were in the midst of sweeping the Yankees and going into first place.
Gunner, they said a year ago today, the Mets announcers, they had just swept the Yankees and moved into first place, the Blue Jays, last year right now at this time. And they stayed there the rest of the way, and then, wow, and then here we are. Guerrero's up now, hitting 268. He got a nice double first at bat. 2 outs, man on first. All right, Bruin. I have a bad actuator in my car, so it sounds like a machine. Are you on your way to work, Gunner? I was hoping you'd get in here today before this game got since it was an afternoon game.
Numbers have been coming down over the last few years from a high of 48 in 2021 to 23 last year, but it's shocking to see him more than halfway through the season with only 4 and none in this ballpark. He has not hit a home run.
It's crazy. They're talking about it right now, Gunnar, how Guerrero does not have a home run in Toronto. It's so – I know his home run numbers have gone down the last couple of years. They're showing it. 2024, he hit 48. Last year, he hit 23. He's hitting 299 in Toronto this year. He just doesn't have a home run here. That is so weird. What kind of Gunner? What kind of car is it? What kind of car?
pitchers, particularly recently. That's why they find
1 second, guys.
500. But only 3.5 games out of the wild card in the.
They're only 3.5 games out of the wild card right now, Gunner. That's it. I mean, everybody. I mean, the Red Sox are 10 games under 500, unless they lost today. They're 10 games under 500, and they still have a shot at it. Brett Beatty, Tyrone Taylor, and Benj. Tyrone Taylor's playing in left field today. I thought that wasn't Soto out there. 1 second here, guys. All right.
Somebody has the ball and they're going to tag the other person and somebody else takes it out of the glove.
All right, we're going now. Toronto doesn't score any runs. We're going now to the top of the third. Top of the third.
Because it's fun and you don't have to be good at it. You can just play ball.
In between innings right now. Let me check the Yankees. They actually tied the game in the bottom of the ninth. It's top of the 10th inning. Detroit has a man on third, 2 outs. I mean, they're not going to be in this slump forever. They've just been terrible. I mean, really bad. It's commercial right now in the Mets game, so let's see what happens here. Got to be hot sitting. I've gone to these kind of games in the middle of the summer. It is hot sitting in those stands in the daytime. And I mean hot. All right, you're about to get back on here. The Yankees are not – they're on the field right now, but they have 2 outs. There's a man on third for Detroit. Top of the 10th inning.
Spencer Miles made a quick impression after cutting into the second. We saw his big breaking ball right there, but after that, he surprised not only Alvarez, but also Jared Young.
Miles is looking good right now, Gunner. Miles is pitching really well. The Mets still don't have a hit, top of the third. That's not a surprise. Beatty leading off, then Alvarez. I got a feeling they're going to trade Francisco Alvarez. I don't know if I would do that.
Happy though that June is gone.
Yeah, Brett Beatty's been awful this month for them, and he's usually better than this. But he might be traded too. He's another.
Beatty, Taylor, and Benj, 8-9-1 of the Mets order in the third.
Oh,
The second time the Mets have been in Toronto on Canada Day. The first time was in 1998. Mets got 2 home runs from Edgardo Alfonso.
so here we are.
And a home run from the former Jay, John Olerud.
John Olerud. Wow, I remember when he played for the Jays and the Mets. Wow, that's an old name. Beatty grounds out. Second base, 1 out. Ground out. Not surprised.
I remember I was pitching a game here. Somehow I was winning, and John Olerud was 3 for 3 off me. And before his 4th at bat, Walt Weiss was playing short and came in.
Tyrone Taylor coming up, hitting 202, 3 home runs. He's very, very fast. He's good in the outfield. It's why they probably keep him around, but he usually doesn't get a whole lot of hits. And again, I don't think Ewing's not even playing today. I would have played Ewing today. Ewing has been an exciting young player for the Mets. I'm trying to keep up with the LeBron stuff. The Yankees did not give up a run, and so it's still 2-2 there.
The first one could not have gone better. He played on Sunday against the Phillies, and he went 2 for 2.
He was also injured, Taylor. Everybody on the Mets has been injured. Everybody. Lindor just came back. Tyrone Taylor freaking, how did he catch that? Tyrone smacked one and went right back at the pitcher, and he gloved it. I guess he gloved it out of self-defense also. Woo! Good heads-up play by by Miles. Wow. Carson Benj up, who was also like beautiful. Miles is throwing this great backdoor sinker, which means it's coming in like right at the batter. It's coming right in at him, and then it's just dropping in. It just drops right in on the corner of the strike zone, and it's in there. Boom, curveball. Strike. All of a sudden, it's 0-2. 0-2. Mookie Wilson, that's an old name right there they're talking about. Yeah, he played right there with Hernandez and Strawberry, not Piazza, but those two guys he played with. Juan Soto on deck, who's the DH today. Hey, that's a clock violation. He threw that pitch at least a second or two after the pitch clock stopped. At least a second or two.
Well, he's only smiling if he's not on the golf course. No, yeah. Golf course is something of a tormentor for us.
0-2. He stayed alive barely. Barely stays alive.
Canada Day all filled up and covered in red.
Canada Day, the entire stadium is packed. Everybody's wearing red. The Blue Jays wearing that red jersey again. Usually they're Blue Jays, so why would they be red? But I get it for the Canada Day thing. The New York Giants, when they wear red, that all red jersey, I can't stand it. That one I don't like.
Of the Canadian territories, back Ontario, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, in 1867.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Bench, get a hit.
For more than a century, it was known as Dominion Day. Right. It didn't become Canada Day until 1982, when Canada completely broke free of the United Kingdom.
Staying alive, another foul ball. And he's making the pitcher work, which is good, getting that pitch count down. Getting that pitch count down.
That's when Dominion Day became Canada Day. Yep.
All right, Miles up to 25 pitches, which is nothing in the third inning. I mean, that's right on pace for what you want if you're looking at a 100-pitch day. Benj, that's going to be a double right down the line going into the far corner of right field. Benj already at second base. Good job, Benj. Good job. Good hit. Man, that stayed down. That rolled right down the line. Guerrero had no shot at that one at all. He made a great play earlier, Guerrero at first. Similar situation, but this one literally hugged the line. Benj is fast, so he's going to get the second. Juan Soto coming up. Let's go. 2-run bomb here would be nice. The thing about the Mets, which is really bizarre, is you bring in Juan Soto, and then you get rid of all his protection. He has no bat. Alonso used to bat after him, which is you're not going to really try to pitch around Soto to get the Pete Alonso. Now you don't really have that. Bo Bichette is a good hitter, but you'd rather probably pitch to him than Soto. They took away all his protection. So if you're the Blue Jays, the Blue Jays manager intentionally walked Soto the other night.
The Yankees had only 2 hits through 8 innings today. They were becoming the first team in Major League history to have 4 or fewer hits in 6 straight games. Well, they tied the game in the 9th, and they're now 2-2 in the 10th with the Tigers. And they have more than 4 hits. They have 7. There you go. So they stayed out of the record book.
I was just reading a stat there. The Yankees were on the verge of becoming the first team in Major League history to go 7 straight games with 4 hits or less. And they went into the 9th inning down 2-0 with 4 hits. And they came through and tied it at 2-2. They now have 7 hits, so they did not make the history books. My goodness, man, what a bad, embarrassing stretch. Come on, Soto, let's go. Oh, 2-2, 2-2. That was a curveball landed right over the middle of the plate. He just missed that. He foul tipped it. He just missed it. The Mets have been Gunner, you talk about the Blue Jays being bad with runners in scoring position. The Mets are 2 for 32. 2 out of their last 32. And they have one. I mean, they have one of the best hitters in the game up right now. Cullen, another Ozzy accounted for. Cullen's in the basement. How you been, Cullen? What's happening?
Miles instructed to engage the hitter visually.
Up.
Led umpire John Lipka.
All right, let's go. 2-2. Cullen, how you been, man? Not a whole lot. And this afternoon, a lot of people are at work. Clock violation on Toronto, so the count goes from 2-2 to 3-2 now. Clock violation. Pitcher didn't engage the batter by, I believe it's 8 seconds. So that's a favor. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That favors us. Oh! They got nothing. Ground out. Going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Mets do not get a run in. Bottom of the 3rd. All right, Cullen. Yeah, Al was just here. Al was here. He said it was 5:30 in the morning, but that was probably about 45 minutes ago. So it's 4:20 here, 4:20 in the afternoon. And Al, Cullen, it is about 98 degrees here today, and we're going to be in the hundreds tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. I know it's wintertime for you guys, but we are in our summer. We are like now in the summer. So here we are. So Rock, Des are like, why don't you do a game today or something? Because we're in the house. It's too hot outside. So I was like, all right. So here we are. Decided to do the Mets. It's Bobby Bonilla Day today. So figured, why not? Here we are. Cullen, you might be the only one in here right now. I don't know where anybody else is. They were here earlier. But again, it's a work day for a lot of people, man. So here we are. Cullen, you've been keeping up with the World Cup? Been keeping up with the soccer? One second here. I want to look at something. I'm telling you, I can't tell. You think I was typing a freaking story here. All right, here we are, bottom of the 3rd inning. Freddie Peralta out there had a rough first inning. Luckily, only gave up 1 run. And bases loaded in the first inning. Toronto only managed 1 run, thank goodness. But here we are. Peralta pitching better now, but let's see what he does here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Yeah, I won't, Cullen. I won't. There've been some good matches. Angus was just in here. You know, Angus is the soccer ambassador, man. I was telling him, man, Mexico, Argentina with Messi, of course, is the favorite, but Mexico has been playing, man. They have been playing some real soccer, man. That would be a team to me. If someone's going to beat Argentina, I think it could easily be them. I don't know about easily, but I think it could be them. So for us here, Cullen, Australia plays Egypt, 4 a.m. Saturday, my time. Yeah, USA plays tonight at 8 o'clock, which I guess well, that would be 4 hours from now, so I guess it'd be 10 o'clock your time. 10 o'clock in the morning your time. It's 8 o'clock for us here for the USA game tonight. I haven't decided if I'm going to be on here for that or not. But I might be on for it. VAR show up now. But you know what's funny here, Colin, is we go from the Knicks, the New York Knicks champions, to the Mets, who wear the same colors, the same orange and blue, except we're in a whole different area of the standings. A whole different area of the standings. We are in dead last, and it is a buzzkill from the Knicks. And that looks like it's going to be a fly out to center field. One out. Man on first, one out. So it's been a bit of a buzzkill going from the Knicks to the Mets. Bit of a buzzkill, but they've been – I mean, hey, they won yesterday, so what can we say?
That means the fans that are in the outfield are in the shade, which is a good thing today. Alejandro Kirk will walk his first time up. He fouls away a first pitch fastball. I mean, the Mets stay at a hotel that's right downtown. You walk about 15 minutes, you're here. Just a beautiful.
Alejandro Kirkup, who's also batting horrendously this year. And this is another guy that could really – is normally really good. Toronto's been a real head-scratcher this year. The Mets have had tons of injuries, so we'll just be biased and excuse them on that. But the Blue Jays, I just don't understand what's going on.
You see where the ballpark sits, right next to the CN Tower, which is the
anyway.
I guess the definitive landmark of
Cullen felt sorry for scored on himself. Yeah, that's tough. Cullen, that happens it happens in hockey, man. Al's a huge hockey fan now. I'm sure it happens in hockey. That's a strike. That's a strike. Check that. Alvarez. Oh, that's a strike. What are you doing? Cullen in hockey, there'll be goalies that'll make a save, a great save, and the puck goes straight up in the air and then comes down and hits off their pad and goes in. I mean, it's unfortunate for that guy. Goodness gracious, man. That's awful. How a team scoring on themselves is the worst, especially if you lose like 1-0 or 1-0 to be soccer vocabulary on point. Oh, Kurt. Oh, did that get in the outfield? Did that hit Lindor's glove? I can't tell. I think that ball was hit so fast it went right off Lindor's glove. Let me see what happened. Oh, it went right off the top of his glove. And the ball is hit over 100 miles an hour straight at you. He jumped up a little bit. It went right. It went right off his glove. And that's why for those people that have said, the baseball players have to wear those gloves. Yeah, when a ball's coming at you at 110 miles an hour from 60 feet away, you don't want to be catching that with your bare hand. That's good. That'll break your fingers. That'll break your fingers. All right, so Toronto has first and second again, one out. Runners in scoring position. Both of these teams have been horrendous with getting runners home, and I hope Toronto stays that way. The Mets really got to do it. Al says what I told you, Cullen. I told you Al was here. Told you Al was here. Yes, absolutely, Al. Al's a big hockey fan now, so now you've seen it, Al. Now you've seen it. You've seen it in hockey. It happens, man. Weird bounce, weird things happen, man, and boom, all of a sudden it's a goal. And as a goalie, it's awful. It's just like you're the last line of defense. So Toronto has had first and second. Two batters had 2 pitches, 2 outs. That's like you're not even making the pitcher work, which is fine because that's our pitcher. Ernie Clement's up now, he's an all-star this year. 2 outs, 2 on. Hopefully the Mets can get out of this again. You can't keep having innings where you're letting runners get on base and then you're just playing and hoping and hoping and hoping. You can't keep working yourselves out of these jams. You just don't get in them. That's a strike. One ball, one strike. Let's get out of this. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, they're going for that. The betting is real. Overthrew that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 Toronto. Mets are so lucky it's not more than this. They're lucky Toronto can't get runs home like they can't. Oh, the Rangers are making some moves, man. I know you're still choosing your team, but the Rangers are making some moves. They're not going to be in the basement. They're not going to be a horrendous team like they were this past season. They're not. They're making some really, really good moves right now. Really good draft. You got a great player from Vegas. 37 goals this year, 30 goals the year before. He's only 25. So the Rangers getting rid of Panarin. They're getting a younger version of Panarin. And I hated that they got rid of Panarin. He was like one of my favorite Rangers next to Igor. So this is good. The Blue Jay, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's just get out of this inning. Come on. They put themselves on the ropes every inning. Every inning.
Yeah, they're both having the same season with runners in scoring position. The Mets are 26, the Jays are 27. So Okamoto and Kirk get set to run. 3-2 come to Clement.
Oh, that was hit. That was hit strong. That's over the head. That's going to score runs. There's a run in. They were playing too shallow, man. RBI double for Ernie Clement, 2-0 Toronto. I don't know where he was playing way too short. The minute he hit it, our right fielder, Carson Benz, the minute Clement hit it, he already had to run and start sprinting toward the wall. He was playing in way too shallow. The minute he hit it, our outfielder he already started running back. The minute the ball cracked the bat, he was already running back. He knew he was way too shallow. Come on, kid. Ernie Clement is an all-star, man. Why are you playing so shallow? Well, here we are, 2-0 Jays. Man on second and third. Still 2 outs. 2-0's not a big deal. You just can't give up more. You cannot give him more. Being Johnny Obvious. Being Johnny Obvious right now. Well, that's 5-0 now. Opposite field home run. 3-run homer, 5-0 Jays. Woo! Wow. 5-0 Toronto. We had 2 outs, only 1 runner on, and the Mets pitching has gone to crap again. Wow. First pitch to the next batter after that double. 3-run bomb. 3-run bomb. 5-0 Toronto. Huh. Still a lot of game left. It's not insurmountable, but the Mets haven't really been hitting lately, so we'll see what they can do. This Freddie Peralta, we got him from the Milwaukee Brewers. He was supposed to be, and he had, not even supposed to be, he was an incredible starting pitcher. He came here and he's like, it's like he lost all his skills. I don't get it. Do you? I don't get it. He has 70 pitches already in 3 innings. It's insane. Yeah, Al, that's good. Yep. Igor, the best goalie in the game, and I'm not being biased. He is the best goalie in the game. Since he came in the league, he is the winningest. He has won more games and stopped more shots than any other goalie in the entire league. He had a 2.2 goals against average for a last place team. 2.2 goals against average. 917 save percentage. I mean, there's goalies that went to the playoffs and the final that didn't have that. We lost a lot of one-goal games. And it was not his fault. Nobody helped him. Couldn't score. Goalies can't score. Goalies cannot score. So, but now we're getting some players. They're going to be back because we got a really good coach with Mike Sullivan. He's a two-time champion with the Pittsburgh Penguins head coach. He came in last year. It wasn't all his fault as a coach. It was just a roster, had disgruntled veterans on it, and a lot of young players that were young, were new. Can you imagine being a young player and you're in a locker room full of disgruntled veterans? That just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So they rooted out a lot of those guys. The young players have now stepped up toward the end of the season. They were playing real good hockey. It didn't matter. They were out of the playoffs, but it did matter moving forward so you can see what we got. But when you have a generational goalie like Igor Shesterkin, you got to build a team to win now. He just turned 30 years old. You got to win now. We already wasted a generational talent before him in the name of Henrik Lundqvist. Henrik Lundqvist was like one of the greatest goalies of all time. Didn't get a ring. Why? Because the Rangers wasted most of his years. Most of his years were wasted. He went to the Stanley Cup in 2014. We lost in 5, but every game was so close. There was a couple of double overtime games. I mean, losing by a goal because we don't have to, teams don't get goalies like this back to back. It just, you're lucky to get that. And it's mind blowing that you're not building around these teams. I mean, around these goalies. Brisbane had a good win over yes, they did, Cullen. They sure did. They've been having a weird up and down season, but they definitely did. Definitely did. Yeah. Geelong at home is going to be a tough one. And I hate to say it, but I don't think Brisbane's going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it this week. Dez! Fam dweller in the basement squad. Dez, what's happening? Oh, don't worry, Dez. I don't know how far he is in the comments. Good to see you back. Thanks, Dez. There's not a lot of comments. There's not a lot of people today. It's the afternoon. Most people are at work. And the Mets are getting absolutely hammered right now. Mets get 2 outs and then decide to start giving up runs, and they can't get 1 out. It's absolutely insane. We have 1 hit through 3 innings, going to the top of the 4th. It's just New York baseball as a whole has been embarrassing lately. Just as a whole has been embarrassing lately. That's really what's been going on. Both teams have been an absolute disgrace. Come here, Scully. You can't. Come here. Step up. Step up. Step up. Yeah, Des, not one of those kind of days. It's actually just me, Alan Cullen right now, as far as I know. A few people were in earlier, but it's just me, Alan Cullen at the moment. There's only 2 people watching, so maybe that's Alan Cullen. Yep. Yeah, it's tough. Al, it's a tough week. I've moved up the ladder a little bit, though. I've moved up. Hey, I got every tip right. I was the only one that picked Port Adelaide. I was the only one that picked the Power last week. Only one. I'm so proud. I was doing kind of poorly in the thing in the tipping. I said, you know what? I'm picking all the home teams this week. All the home teams. I didn't care about spreads, odds. Who cares? I picked every home team last week, and all the home teams won. I got all 7 right. I just went right down the row. Home, 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 home. I was tempted to pick the Crows. I was very tempted to change that. I said, nope, I'm sticking to all home teams this week. And look what happened. Colin says, what's up, Diz? Yeah, yep. Had to go with Brisbane. But Colin, I got to tell you, right down the road, all the home teams. Yeah, not me. Not me. I almost switched it the day before. I was like, I'm going to switch this, and I did it. Bo Bichette up, former Blue Jay. Walked us. Now, this is the big part of our order that if we're going to get back into this thing, they got to start scoring now. I'll use Rick the Ninja's term, 1-800 runs now. Well, the Yankees came back to tie the game in the bottom of the ninth inning, only to go down in extra innings. They're losing 6-2 right now, so they'll be losing their seventh straight. Yep. Oh, cool. Steve's and the Don are good people, man. That's a good channel. They were in here last week. On the last game I did, they were in here. So here we are. Anyway, 5-0 Blue Jays. But shut up. They got to start chipping away now. Remember, the Mets were going through a time where they'd have some Rule 5 in the major leagues. But now the Mets have a lot of their players back that were injured. I mean, but still retain his rights. They're the second highest payroll in baseball. Strike three. Bichette strikes out looking. How do you strike out looking when you have two strikes and the pitch is that close? How do you not swing at that? Even just to foul it off. Protect yourself. Look at this. Right down the corner of the plate. Doesn't swing.
3 home run game, I believe, on opening day at Exhibition Stadium many moons ago.
Francisco Lindor up now. 1 out, nobody on. I've been saying that sounds familiar. 1 out, nobody on.
The Nationals are getting a lot of use out of
the Nationals pound. The Red Sox high of sweeping the Yankees. They've been crashed back down to earth. They've been getting pounded by the Nationals. They're losing. I think they lost today 10-0. And they lost yesterday to them like 8-1. So their beating of the Yankees high has come crashing down. They're losing 10-2 in the ninth.
That's right. He decided if he wanted to be George in Canada. He led them to their first division title in '87. I mean, look at those RBIs, 134. George Bell was playing in Syracuse, and I was pitching. And for whatever reason, it was one of those games that got very chippy. And
showing George Bell. That's a famous Blue Jay.
Whatever it was. But,
3 balls and a strike on Lindor. Walked them. Walked them. Francisco going to first base. So we got 1 on, 1 out.
So he and I were sitting next to each other.
1 on, 1 out.
After we've been thrown out, and we ended up just having a great conversation.
Oh, that's exciting, Colin. How far is that from you? How far is that from you, man?
You're on company time. Lindor draws a walk, and the Mets have a 1-out base runner for A.J. Ewing.
That's great. What, isn't he undefeated right now? Hi, Stella. I know, but I can't have you tearing up my jersey and my hat, so I got to keep you in there. Well, Ewing grounds out into a double play. Oh, he's safe. He's safe at first. He's too fast. He made it. He made it. Jimenez had a problem getting the ball out of his glove. If Ewing was a slower runner, he still would have gotten the double play. So they get Lindor out at second. And Ewing just made it, but Ewing's fast. So anyway, we got a man on first now and 2 outs.
Ewing at first with 2 out, and the inning continues for Francisco Alvarez.
The last one pulled out. Why? He was scared to fight your grandson in boxing? Francisco Alvarez up, dropping back in for a second. 15-3. Yeah, and the Red Sox gunner getting pounded by the Nationals 10-2 and lost 8-1 to them yesterday. So their high of beating the Yankees is now gone. They're back to reality. Back to reality. But yeah, Gunner, right now, your Blue Jays probably have this wrapped up. It's 5-0 in the 4th inning. Freddie Peralta brought in to be the ace of this team, and he's just getting smacked around. So what the Mets will probably do is get rid of Peralta, and then he'll go to another team and be great again. That's usually how it works. 6-hour drive. So you're going to go out there, Colin, and stay overnight, or you're not going to do a round tripper, are you? That'd be like my trucking days, man, doing round trips and 12 hours. No. Snap throw to first. Ewing gets back.
As opposed to Ponce, who's the guy they signed from Japan, who's been hurt all year. Right. Cody Ponce.
All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alvarez. Struck him out. Mets get no runs.
When we started Warby Parker, we just sold glasses. And only online. But people like them. A lot.
So the Mets get no runs. What do we do for that? Oh, I know. Yep. There it again. Yep, booze. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th now. Yeah, the last one pulled out, so he went up to Brisbane for the Dogs game, so the trip wasn't a complete. Well, that's good. At least you got to see that. At least you got to see that, Cullen. That's cool. Hey, well, hey. Your grandson got a victory by a guy that quit, and then you got to see the Lions game, so that's really good. And I will be right back. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning, and I will be right back. Where am I here? Be right back.
Series. Well,
All right, I'm back.
today, last night,
Cullen, I think you're the only one here.
One hit, 13 strikeouts.
I'm back. So it's bottom of the fourth inning. The Mets getting pounded 5-0. Freddie Peralta, brought in to be the Mets ace, has been the Mets worse than the Mets fifth starter. I guarantee the Mets will trade him, and he'll be good again. That's the way it works here, man. This is the way it works here. It's crazy, but true. Like I said, in a couple of months we get the Jets. I mean, what a buzzkill from the Knicks. From that orange and blue to this orange and blue. That's a pop-up, probably going to make it out. So we got 1 out, 2-1, 2 balls and a strike. I know, Stella. I'll let you out in a little bit. Seth. What's happening, Seth? Another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth in the basement. Cool. What'd you take your kids? I never even – Toy Story 5. I didn't even know there was a part 2 or 3. That's cool. Well, I don't have young kids. My kids are all adults now, so I really haven't kept up with that. So the Braves right now, the Mets are going into a weekend series against the Braves, who are 3-7 in their last 10. So is that winnable series for us? I mean, what's sad is the Mets aren't even out of it. They're not out of it. They're getting some players back. I'm trying to be Johnny Positive right now. But, hey, it says 4 in here. You can never trust that, though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you never can trust it. I knew it's an afternoon here, Colin. There's a lot of people at work right now. And the Mets Blue Jays isn't like a big series that people like, outside of the fans of the teams. Like Gunnar is a diehard Toronto Blue Jay fan. I love the Mets. You guys know the only New York team I hate is the Islanders. It's the only New York team I'll never go for. I'll go for a Boston team, the Bruins. I'll go for them over the Islanders in a heartbeat. Freddie Peralta, that's 2 outs. Hey, the Mets got 2 outs with nobody on base, and we haven't given up a run yet. Ooh, 5. We're up to 5? Oh, no, now we're down to 3. All right. Yep. Oh, you took your kids. That's cool, Seth. Yeah, like I said, I haven't kept up, man. My kids are adults. So I didn't even know there was a 2, 3, 4, or 5. Strike 1. Man, Peralta, this inning, why couldn't you be pitching like this all game? Boy, that 3-run homer really put a smacker on this thing. Ground out to Beatty, and he got him. Hey, the Mets 3 up, 3 down. Toronto goes 3 up, 3 down. 5-0 is not insurmountable. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. I know with the Mets, a 1-0 lead could be insurmountable. But let's be positive here. Maybe we can see a game. They come back and win. Maybe. Oh. All right. Well, there you go. Well, good, Seth. I'm glad you got out, man. Spending all that time. Spend as much time before they get older. We still spend we have great relationship with our kids, man. It's just funny how fast time flies, and then they're adults, and here we are. Bruin, you're back. All right, you're probably number 2. It's been me and Cullen and Al. Seth just popped in. Gunnar pops in and out. I think Gunner's going to work. But the Mets are down 5-0 going to the 5th inning. Bruin, and it's not insurmountable, as we know in baseball. 5-0 is not a big deal. But the Mets are kind of like the Jets. If the Jets go down 10-0 in the first quarter, we already know it's all downhill from there. It's only going to get worse. The Mets are kind of the same thing. And Bruin, how about the Yankees today, huh? Bottom of the 9th inning, they come back tied at 2 just to go down 6-2 in the 11th. And I'm going to assume they lost their 7th straight. And they did. They lost 6-2. So that's 2 series in a row they got swept. But the Red Sox high of sweeping the Yankees, Bruin, has crashed miserably against the Nationals to where they have lost 10-2 today and 8-1 yesterday. So they're back to reality themselves. And I know some Red Sox fans, and they're like, man, when they play the Yankees, the Red Sox there, they step up. They bring it. But then it goes away. Why can't they do that all the time? So the Mets have one exciting hit, and I saw it. It was a double by Carson Bench. Patrick Corbin is a relief pitcher for the Blue Jays. That I did not know. Remember Patrick Corbin? Patrick Corbin. He was a starter for a long time. I didn't know he was a relief pitcher now. I mean, I'm not a Patrick Corbin historian, so why would I know? But I'm just saying that's Stella, I'd like to let you out of here, Aviary, but when I do, she starts tearing up my hat, my jersey. It's like they're like young children. Oh, he just got him. G'day, Bruin. Hey, Cullen. Saw Toy Story 1, but that's about it. I never even saw that. I never even saw that one either. Hey, listen, I just saw The Matrix, the first one, like a couple of years ago for the first time, so I'm always behind on all these things. The Phillies could actually tie the Braves tonight, yeah. The Braves have been playing awful. They just showed it. They're 3-7 in their last 10. The Phillies have been playing really well lately, Seth. They've been playing really well. They had a big series against the Mets. The Phillies started out poorly, too, this season. They started out poorly. I think they lost 10 games in a row at one point. And they have, since they put Don Mattingly, Mr. Yankee, Donnie Baseball, since they switched managers, man, the Phillies have taken off, Seth. They really have. It is the biggest rivalry, but it's funny because it's the biggest rivalry, but it's weird because the Yankees have 27 rings and the Red Sox have 9. I think that rivalry really started because of the Babe Ruth trade. It's funny because all throughout all the decades since both teams came into existence, Al, counting decades, the Red Sox have only beaten the Yankees for a decade in the 70s. Every other decade, the Yankees have owned them. But recently, the Red Sox have won more World Series than the Yankees have. But it is the biggest rivalry because there's been a lot of fights, a lot of battles back and forth. But I think today's game, the players themselves, honestly, Al, back then, the players really cared about these rivalries because they stayed with the same teams. The players today, on the Red Sox, on the Yankees, outside of like Aaron Judge, they'd probably hop to the Red Sox and vice versa in a minute. More Red Sox players have come to the Yankees than vice versa. Stars. I'm talking about stars. Like if Aaron Judge went to the Red Sox, yeah, that would be a big deal. If David Ortiz left the Red Sox at the time and came to the Yankees, that would have been a big deal. Well, actually, Johnny Damon did that. And he got booed when he went back to the Boston. He got booed for being on the Yankees. Johnny Damon was a great player for the Red Sox and a catalyst in their 2004 comeback of the Yankees when they were up 3-0 and lost the next 4 in a row. Tyrone Taylor, that drops in. That's an automatic double. He's pushing 2. Out! Did he get out? Oh, my gosh, I thought he had that. Oh, that was a great throw. That was a great throw by Lucas. That was a great throw. Oh, Tyrone Taylor is fast, man. And that ball bounced around in the outfield, and he pushed it for 2, and I thought he had it easy. That was a great throw by Lucas, the Toronto Blue Jays outfielder, man. He got him by that much. That throw had to be perfect, right by the bag and tag, and it was. Wow. But yeah, it is the biggest rivalry in baseball. The Dodgers and Giants is another huge one, Al. The Los Angeles Dodgers, San Francisco Giants, that started in New York. Those were all New York teams. It was the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Yankees. The Mets didn't come around until 1962, and they came around after the teams had left. The Giants and Dodgers both moved to California. So it was just the Yankees. My father was a diehard Brooklyn Dodgers fan. He hated the Yankees, hated them with a passion. So I grew up in a Mets household because people see me, oh, you do Yankee games. And when I grew up in a Mets household. And that's back when you had to like turn the dial to watch TV and the rabbit ears and stuff. And when I was, that was late 70s, early 80s. He was a diehard Mets fan because he said that's all he did. The Dodgers left. There wasn't all these extra channels that you watch all these other games. The Mets came around. He said all the Brooklyn Dodger fans and the San Francisco, the New York Giant fans, they all became Met fans because they refused to be Yankee fans. So I grew up. That's where, like when I grew up, the Mets had Darryl Strawberry and Keith Hernandez, two legendary players. They were favorite players of mine when I was growing up. But the Yankees, I never disliked the Yankees. It was Dave Winfield and Don Mattingly, and I always liked the Yankees. So it was weird because when my father was home, you weren't allowed to watch the Yankees. You watched the Mets. And I always liked the Mets because they have nothing to do with each other, the two teams. I've explained this on here before. It's not like the Rangers and the Islanders where they're a direct rival of each other. They're a direct rival. They play in the same division. The Mets and Yankees don't. The Jets and Giants don't. They're two different leagues. They're the same under the same overall Major League Baseball, but they're two different leagues, National and American. So the Mets and Yankees have nothing to do with each other unless they meet in the World Series. And when they play each other during the season, that's not like a rivalry to me. It's not a rivalry. Diehard Met fans like my father was, hated the Yankees, hated them. A lot of Yankee fans do not hate the Mets. They'll watch the Mets. A lot of Giant fans watch the Jets. They don't hate the Jets. They just don't. But a lot of Met fans hate the Yankees with a passion. So, and I don't know why, because it's not a rivalry. It's just not a rivalry. It's just not. Not to me. I don't get it. I get the Ranger-Islander thing. If you're an Islander fan, you hate the Rangers. You don't go for the Rangers. You're a Ranger fan, it's the same thing. You don't go for the Islanders. It's the same division. They are a direct rival to each other. So, anyway, hope that breaks it down for you. But growing up, I grew up with Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden and Keith Hernandez and George, and he walks them. All right, so our relief pitcher, Gerber, comes in to pick up right where Freddie Peralta left off and walks the first batter. There you go. Keep it right on the plan here. Cullen, coffee too. I'm almost come to life. That's great, Cullen. Good. Glad you're with us, man. 23-3. Yeah, Gunner popped in here when it was 15-3. It's 23-3. Bruin. Speaking of surprising, like what is going on teams, we've already discussed the Blue Jays. We don't know what happened to them. The Mets has had tons of injury. They've injured themselves right out of any playoff talk. And the Padres, Manny Machado is hitting under 200 like he is awful. Manny Machado is terrible this year. The Padres, Fernando Tatis is not doing it. The Padres are like, it's amazing they're in second place. 23-3. What inning is that in? So the Yankees, they're showing it here. The Rays have won 6 straight. The Yankees have lost 7 straight. 23-3. Hold on. It's a ground out. Yes. 1 and 2. Mets turn to double play. So we're going to the top of the 6th inning now. Well, we're not going to the top of the 6th, but I'm changing it anyway because we're about there. 2 outs now. I shouldn't say that. The last time the Mets had 2 outs, we were down 2-0, and then Peralta decides to give up no. Take that back. We were up 1-0 with 2 outs, 2 on. Gave up a double because Carson Benz was playing way too shallow. Ball went right over his head. So that made it 2-0. And then Peralta gives up a 3-run bomb on the very next pitch. Make it 5-0. Then we get the third out after that. That's a ground out to Lindor. Should be the end of the inning, and boom, thankfully it is. All right, so we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Still 5-0. Can they come back? They can. We got the team to do it. Our batters have come back, so let's see. But 23-3. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I'm checking that right now, Bruin. Oh, I said Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean Cubs. And Cubs are bad this year too. Woo, 23-3. So let's see. The Cubs scored 3 runs in the first inning, 1 in the second inning, 5 runs in the third inning. So by at the end of the third inning, it was already 9-0. Nothing in the fourth. At the end of the 5th inning, it was 13-0. At the end of the 6th inning, it was 15-2. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Cubs scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. It just went final, 23-3. The Cubs scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wow. Wow. I know, Stella, that's bad. I'll let you out again. Wow. Let's see. Yes, 100% diehard Knicks fan. Yes, we were diehard Knicks, Rangers, Mets, and he was a Giant fan. I was a Jet fan. Because the Jets back then had the sack exchange, Andre. They had Joe Klecko, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons, Mark Gastineau. I liked the Giants, but I was a Jet fan. And I've paid for that my whole life. I go for the Giants. I root for them. But I have to admit, the Jets are my team. I grew up in a Giant. It's just crazy, Andre. But if the Jets play the Giants, I go for the Jets. At the time, though, the Jets were better than the Giants. The Jets had the team. The Jets were the only team with the ring. The Jets had a ring. The Giants didn't even have a ring. The Jets had a ring. And the Jets still have that same ring to this day. So here we are. We got Ben Soto coming up now. Benj. Oh, we need some runs now. So, yes. Yeah, Alex, I'm a huge baseball fan. And my father, he's not here anymore, but all my sports fandom comes from him. When I watch games with him, all he talked about was the game, the history, the rivalries, why he was certain things. It'd be like, if you the Brooklyn Dodger Yankee thing was huge because they met in the World Series a lot. And the Yankees dominated the Dodgers almost every time in those eras. So for a Met fan, when they all became Met fans, they hated the Yankees. It'd be like you wouldn't, because there was no more New York teams. My father was like, if the Mets didn't come around, he just wasn't going to watch baseball. He just wouldn't watch the Yankees. It'd be like a Red Sox fan becoming a Yankee fan. It just doesn't happen. So Benj had a very uninspiring at bat and grounds out to the pitcher, throws to first base. He's out. So now Juan Soto's up. See, the thing when you have a Juan Soto on your team, you want to get runners on base. So if he hits a home run, you can get multiple runs in one swing. When he comes up and they're down 5-0, if he hits a home run, Toronto's like, oh, okay. And if you're Toronto, you have the choice of, we don't really need to pitch to him. We don't need to give him any real pitches to hit. I mean, if he hits a home run now, it's 5-1. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, all right, you got one of the best hitters in the game, one of the best hitters of his generation, and he's got 2 strikes on him already. Seth, they have lost 7 straight games. They lost today. So that's 7 straight. Ninth inning. Yes, it's now official. 23-3. The Cubs beat the Padres 23-3. That is wow. And the Cubs are bad, man. And I told you, Bruin, the Red Sox sweeping the Yankees for those 4 games, and they're all talking playoffs. Well, that has come crashing down, too. They have lost 18-3 total in the last 2 games against Washington. Well, the Cubs aren't a bad. They're 49-38. Why? Oh, they were on a bad streak. That's why. That's why. The Cubs, I guess, aren't a bad team. I'll take that back. 23-3. Insane. Yeah, Bruin, it's insane. But yeah, friends of mine that are Red Sox fans have told me they do not understand. Like, I watched that Yankee Red Sox series, and the Red Sox players, they didn't look like a last place team against the Yankees. They looked like a team that was fighting on every pitch, focused on every pitch, focused on every defensive play. Like, they looked like a team that was like competing for a World Series in that 4-game sweep of the Yankees. And they say it. Why don't they play like this all year? I don't know. I don't know. Now look at this. They're showing that 2019 Washington Nationals won the World Series in 2019. They started out the season 19-31, the worst 50-game start of any World Series champion. The first 50 games, they were 19-31. Then they won the World Series. Why are the Mets announcers bringing this up? Because the Mets are about to be that far down in the standings, and they're beyond 50 games, but it is possible. But, yeah, they were 19-31, and they won the World Series. I still say the St. Louis Blues, 2019, same year. They were in last place at the end of January. They were in last place, and they won the Stanley Cup. Like, being in last place in hockey at the end of January, like the season only has February and March, and then the playoffs start in April. Like, you are more than halfway through the season, and you're in last place. You're not even making the playoffs, and the Blues won that year. Yep. Andre, the New York Sack Exchange is one of the greatest front fours of all time. That front four, the year before they started recording sacks, had 66.5 sacks. Front four. Oh, did he get him? Oh, the Mets get an uninspiring 3 up, 3 down, going to the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm going to go out on a limb here and just tell you guys now, I think I'm going to be spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I think the Mets are going to lose this game. So, to that 3 up, 3 down. One more. I think they deserve one more. Boy, what a buzzkill from the Knicks to the Mets. What a buzzkill. Orange, same colors. Same colors. Yeah, but they'll be okay, Seth. They are really bad right now. 7 losses. They were in their previous 27 games, they were 18-9. Now they've lost 7 straight. Really bad, man. Speaking of teams wasting their star player, I already said that the Rangers are wasting Igor Shesterkin, and the Yankees are going to waste Aaron Judge. They're going to waste Aaron Judge. They're going to waste him. They're not going to get a World Series ring with him. They're playing horrendously right now. I don't know what to do with them. News is saying Victor Willis singing the – really? Oh, wow. Village People. I remember growing up, Cullen, hearing them. In the Navy. Now you're going to add these songs in my head, Cullen. I mean, YMCA, everybody knows that one, and In the Navy. Those were the ones they played all the time when I was a kid. 23-3. Wow, that is really bad. You know, that kind of score has been happening a lot lately, Bruin. Let me look that up. Wow, Village People. Yeah, there it is. 75. I thought he would have been older than that. He's 75. What did he die of? Hold on, I'm checking it out now there, Colin.
Spinning 5-0 Blue Jays. Sean Keyes has had a lot to do with that. His opposite field 3-run homer in the third against Freddie Peralta, his first major league home run. Joey Gerber beginning his second inning of relief. Facing Keyes, Jimenez, and Lucas. This is a fastball away from Peralta, and he got it. And if you're going to hit your first home run, hit it over your bullpen guys. That way they can retrieve it.
His cause of death has not been publicly disclosed yet. Hasn't been disclosed yet. It says he's died after a short but aggressive illness. That's the most they're giving here, Cullen. A short but aggressive illness. I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll find that out soon. Yep. Ground out to Beatty, throws the first, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out. 1 out. I said Cullen. Way back. Another Aussie accounted for. Way back's in the basement. What's happening, way back? Another cellar dweller accounted for. What's happening? How you been, way back? Now, let me double check that, but it says Victor Willis, founding lead vocalist of the disco group Village People, passed away on June 30th, age 74, following a short but aggressive illness as confirmed by his wife and the band. The family and band members requested privacy during this time of loss, and no further details about the specific illness has been publicly disclosed.
Lost 7 of 11, 8 of 10, and 8 of 9. The Phillies, who won the NL East, lost 7 of 11 at one point and 9 of 10 at another.
Oh, I didn't know he was married to Felicia Rashad, the wife from the Cosby Show. I didn't know he was married to her. At one time, they were divorced. I didn't know that.
So not saying that the Braves are going to hold on with the Phillies nipping at their heels, but
wow.
Such a long
Oh, that's sad.
And that's why ultimately the Braves rises to the top.
No question about it, although, early in the season, it felt as though the Braves were a little out over their skis, particularly as far as their starting pitching was concerned.
Doing good, way back. It's 5:15 in the afternoon here. Way back, I got all 7 right in the footy last week. All 7. I picked all the home teams. Boom, 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 right down the row. And I was the only one that picked Port Adelaide. I think I'm in 6th place now. I picked all the home teams, and I just picked the week. I said, you know what? I'm picking all the home teams this week. I don't care who's playing who. I'm picking all the home teams. And all the home teams won. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? I'm telling you, I did almost change the Port Adelaide and to the Crows. I was this close to changing it. I said, nope. I said, I'm picking all home teams, and I picked all home teams. That's shocking. I've done that in the past, and it never worked out. It finally worked out. Wow. Yeah, me too, Colin. That's why when I just read that, I'm like, wow. And then I didn't even know who, then you find out it was her. I was like, wow, she's pretty famous. So that was something unexpected there, Al. Excuse me, Cullen. And I can't sit there and say way back that it was any thought process, any analysis and looking at who match up with who. I said, nope, this week, all home teams. I don't care who's playing who. It worked. I've done that. I've done it before. That's just the first time it actually worked. I just went right down the row. You know what my plan was? I didn't look at the matchups because that would have screwed me up. That would have just screwed me up. And that Crows, I almost did it. And I said, no. Because, once you make a change, it never works out that way. So here we are. 2-0 over Belgium. There you go, Al. I know USA plays tonight. USA is tonight. I think they'll win that one. But I'm telling you, Al, I I told Angus this, and Angus knows way more about world soccer than I do. I know a lot about MLS, our league here, Major League Soccer. I know about our own, where my New York Red Bulls play. World soccer, Angus knows way more than I do. I mean, Messi in Argentina is the obvious favorite. I'm just saying Mexico is – I want to see Mexico play Argentina. I want to see that matchup. I want to see that. I think that would be a great, great match to watch. Mexico plays very rough. They play a rough game. Now, MLS teams, it's called the CONCACAF. MLS plays Liga MX, which is a Mexican league. It's a Mexican soccer league, one of many. But Liga MX is one of the top Mexican soccer leagues. And they play MLS teams in the CONCACAF, and they are rough matches, man. It looks like a hockey game out there. It looks like a hockey game. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of bad blood. There's a whole lot of stuff. And when they play each other, it is on. So I think I'd like to see Mexico play Argentina and see how that one works out. Yeah, their defense has been horrendous, Seth. Horrendous. Little League. Look at Cam Schlittler last week against the Red Sox. The Yankees gave up 6 runs that game. 4 of them when he were on the mound. All of them. All 6 runs were unearned. All 6 runs were unearned. That means they were all errors. Those runs were scored because of errors. Their fielding has been horrendous, Seth. And that is understating it. Horrendous. Port Adelaide and the Derby is anyone's. Yeah, that's true. And you know what, Al? I've known that from my 4 years of being a footy fan, but I will not sit here and say that was the reason I picked them. I was determined to pick all home teams, and that was the reason. Sometimes there's people over here, Al, that I don't bet. I don't bet money on games. I don't do any of those individual, the fantasy leagues. I don't do any of it. But there are people over here that will bet a football game. And some weeks, people that aren't like maybe casual fans, and they pick who has the better looking logo on their helmet. Who has the better team logo? There are people that have won off of that, and other people have all these analysts and stats and who's injured, who's out. And some people have won just by who they thought had the cooler looking logo. That's sometimes when you put it that simple, it could work. Did it used to be a strategy? I know like picking Brisbane at the GABA is. I know it hasn't worked out a lot, but that's pretty much like a given, right? I mean, but I didn't know it works like that. I didn't know that was a strategy in the past. But I've done it in the past. I'm not going to say that's the first time I ever did it. It's just the first time it ever worked. But my problem in the past, way back, is I've gone back and switched the team that I picked. And I've always lost because of that. And I said, this time I'm not doing it. And I'm telling you, when I tell you I was this close to changing that to the Crows, this close. And I said, nope, it's always burned me in the past. Here's Jimenez, a former Met. We are in the bottom of the 6th right now. 1 out, nobody on. Perez is on the mound for the Mets now. We're up to 2 hits, by the way, guys. 2 hits. This series, though, the Jays beat the Mets on Friday. It was a great game. We lost 2-1. Then the Mets shut them out yesterday. We shut out the Jays yesterday 2-0. It's been a great series. Just this one inning. Freddie Peralta just got bombed. We're down 5-0. But the Mets pitch, I mean, hasn't been bad up to then or since then, but you can't get a hit. I saw way back. I looked at who else tipped Port. I was the only one that did. And people are like, man, how did you know? I didn't know. I just all home teams. I didn't know, but man, it's put me back in it. Bosnia, not Italy, out of the whole. Yes, Al. Italy was a high pick for the World Cup. They were a top 10 team. That's a soccer country. Yeah. You don't know. That's the old phrase here. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game. Oh, we got 1-1 now. 1-1. I know, me too, way back. I didn't think I would, but I'm enjoying it. Even though I'm out of the wooden spoon. Code, I think Code is at the bottom now. I've worked my way out of the bottom. This past round, I've been doing really well. But yeah, I'm having more fun than I thought I would have way back. Yes, I agree with you on that. Colin, I think there was quite a few people that was the only one that got wrong. Isn't it great, though? You guys have done the tipping long enough. Like when you're the only one that got the one that everybody else picked the other way. For once, I'm that person.
But it looked pretty ridiculous as I walked outside of the hotel today.
That's a good suggestion, Gunner. They should. And it's really sad, man. It's really, really sad that they don't have Lindor, Ewing, and Alvarez coming up. They do not have the owner, Cohen, took over and thought he was going to be George Steinbrenner. I'm going to get the players in. I'm going to have this team. Within 5 years, we're going to win the championship. Started out good. The Mets started out like under that. It looked like it was going that way. Especially when they had the Dodgers on the ropes in 2024. They had them on the ropes in an NLCS that the Mets had. No one even predicted that they would be in the championship series. No one thought they'd get past the Phillies. Boy, they were rolling that year. And last year they came out the gate. They were like 23 games above 500 at the All-Star break. They were killing it the first half of last season. Then the whole second half of the season falls apart. All they had to do was beat the Marlins. They just had to win the series against the Marlins in the last series of the year to make the playoffs, and they got swept. They got swept. Here we are. So, Gunner, that should, error 404 would work. That's what I was saying, Gunner. It's such a downer. It's such a downer to go from this high right here, this Knicks, to this. It's a buzzkill. But, Gunner, it's got to, you as a Buffalo Bills fan, it's got to be like, wow, the Knicks did it. The Knicks did it. Buffalo can do it. Because the Knicks were like Buffalo the past few years, right? Make the playoffs, find a way to lose. Make the playoffs, find a way to lose. Make the playoffs, find a way to lose. The Knicks and the Buffalo Bills were doing the same thing with teams that could have won before. The Knicks got over the hump. Gunner, are you calling the Buffalo Bills will get over the hump this year? Will they get over the hump? I think they can. They're right there. It'd be great to have another New York championship. Even though I'm a Jet fan, forget the Jets. If Buffalo could win, that'd be 2 New York championships. And that would start really pissing people off. And especially the people that say, well, Buffalo's not really New York. Yeah, they're New York. They're New York. Lindor, second pitch, ground out. Top of the 7th inning. I'm going to go out on a limb here. Spoiler alert, but I think the Mets are going to lose this game. Even though they have 2 hits already, still think they're going to lose. All right, top of the 7th inning. Lindor's already out. A.J. Ewing coming up. A.J. Ewing has now been a bright spot since Luis Robert. Ooh, wow, he got hurt. He's out for a long time. No way. Didn't see that coming when they signed him. A.J. Ewing came up from the minors. This kid has been impressive. He has been really impressive. It's been great eye at the plate and great coverage in center field. This kid has been playing. Now, he said when Luis Robert comes back, he's been taking a lot of ground balls. He's willing to play on the end. He's willing to play other positions to not get sent back down. So this is a bright spot in Robert getting hurt. Is this kid looks really good. Yeah, that was a good one. Gunner got it, man. That was a good one. On Bobby Bonilla Day, Gunner. Bobby Bonilla Day. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. That is a Mets thing to do right there. Can you imagine that? Bobby Bonilla Day. Who's got it better than Bobby Bonilla? Colin and I will explain what that means in a second. All right, counts up to 2-2. Some people are giving money away like the guy who had $1 million on Spain to beat. Wow, I didn't know about that. Cape Verde was like one of the last teams anybody would take. I know, Stella, you want to come out. She's just going to chew on my. Full count. Woo! He barely stays alive. Barely foul tipped that.
Back to only 2.5 games out of the playoff berth, even though the Dodgers have run away with the division.
Right now, everybody wants the Dodgers to lose. That's the team everybody's going against, right? Ewing! Oh, Guerrero, what a play. I thought that was going down the line. That's the second great play Vladimir Guerrero has made in the field. He just robbed. That's the second double, easy double that he just robbed in this game. Ewing is fast, and I thought that was going right down the line. Beautiful jump up and grab by Guerrero. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow. The Cubs were like really terrible for a while, too, in June. For the beginning of June, they were awful. And that's why I kept saying they're a bad team. But they were bad every team. It's a long season, like the Yankees. Every summer, no matter how they start, we know they're going to go in a horrendous slump. We know it. We know it. Every summer. Al, yep, it's crazy. I'm obsessed soccer fans will bring emotion their way. Wagering, seen it time and time again in any sport. You can't. I don't bet, but I know enough about sports that you don't bet on emotion. You cannot bet on emotion. You cannot bet on emotion. And I don't bet. But I know enough about sports. I would know that much that you can't do that. I mean, look at the Red Sox. They sweep the Yankees in 4 games. Their fans are jumping up and down. Hey, we're going to make the playoffs. We're turning this thing around. We're coming back. We beat the Yankees in 4 straight. Like, owned them. Owned them. And what do? They drop 2 out of 3 to the last place Nationals after that and get pounded. And they got pounded by the Nationals the last 2 games. A total of 18-3. Imagine if you were a Boston fan and you're a big bettor. You'd have been betting on that series, and you would have paid for it from the emotion, the emotional high, and the momentum of coming off beating the Yankees the way they did, and to turn around and realize they really are the last place going nowhere team that they are. Thank you for the 3 inches way back. You know, us Americans would have no idea what 70 millimeters meant in inches. Thank you way back. At least I'm one of them. Thank you for thinking outside of the box and ahead of the game way back on that one. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot of rain, man. That's a lot of rain. Way back, it's going to be 100 plus the next 3 days coming, and it's 98 today, and it feels like it's 108. So this is the time of year you guys know I hate. Only because of the heat. Next week, we're going to have all nice in the mid-80s all next week. That's a beautiful time. I love that time. Actually, we've been outside every day up until today. We've been outside. Avoided the worst. I never heard of Camp Verde either, Cullen. So don't feel bad. I didn't know anything about them. Cape Verde, I thought was something off the coast of like Ireland or something. I didn't know what that was. So for those of you guys in Australia that don't know what Happy Bobby Bonilla Day means, I'm going to put it very easily. You guys know sports. You know contracts. You don't have to know who Bobby Bonilla is. But the Mets had a player named Bobby Bonilla in the 90s. Come the year 2000, could have been 2001, but it's close enough. They wanted him gone from the team. They owed him $5.9 million on the last year of his contract. Instead of buying him out, just buying him out, we'll pay you the 5.9. Have a good day. They agreed to defer the money at 8% interest. So starting in 2011, they had to pay Bobby Bonilla $1.19 million from 2011 through 2035. Every July 1st, he gets $1.19 million since 2011. Instead of paying $5.9 million and just buying out his contract, they decided for whatever reason, this is not the current owner, the previous owner, the Wilpons, the previous owner of the Mets, decided for whatever reason, we'll defer the money at 8% interest. So this guy is long retired come 2011, and every July 1st, Met fans celebrate Bobby Bonilla Day. It's obviously a sarcastic celebration, if you will. $1.19 million goes to Bobby Bonilla every July 1st. Who is better than Bobby Bonilla? 2011 to 20 instead of $5.9 million. Who won out on that? Who won out on that? That's what Bobby Bonilla Day is. Yeah, where are you, Al? Doesn't flood here either, luckily. All right, so it's bottom of the 7th now. Toronto. The Mets only have the top of the 8th and the top of the 9th, and that's 6 outs. I'll tell you what, since that disastrous inning that Freddie Peralta had where it's now 5-0 Jays, Blue Jays haven't done anything since then, but the Mets haven't done anything since the start of the game. So I don't see them scoring 5 runs to tie. I mean, assuming the Jays don't get any more runs, I don't see the Mets scoring 5 more runs to tie this thing up. Thanks, so helpful. Doesn't. Way back. Eagles may win the East. Hey, Seth, they might. They might. The Eagles are your definite team. From the Philly people that I'm around, the Sixers and the Flyers. Well, the Flyers did well this year. They went above and beyond expectations. They made the playoffs. But it's like the Eagles are your go-to team. Like here, the Knicks just won. The Knicks won the whole thing. And then we have this orange and blue. Seth, we have this orange and blue. It's like right back down. So here's Vlad Guerrero, who, again, has not hit a home run in Toronto. I say that a lot because I can't believe it. He's such a great player, good guy, and he ends up walking. Wow, the Mets walked the batter, the leadoff hitter. There you go. There you go, Mets. So the Eagles, I think the Giants are going to be a lot better this year, Seth. As long as the Cowboys don't win it, I'm good. Washington had like their 1 year of like out of nowhere. I don't see Washington doing anything. The Giants could be a threat. I think there would be more of a threat next season than this season, but the Giants are not going to be a pushover doormat like they've been the past few years. The Giants will definitely be a lot better this year. Oh, that one's really hit and off the wall. There comes oh, he's out. He's out. Okamoto tried to push a double out of that, and Ewing, what a great – I was just talking about Ewing. The one bright spot to this Mets season is Ewing coming up from the minor leagues and playing the way he's playing. What a great throw. So Okamoto's out at second. Guerrero's over at third. So there's one out. A.J. Ewing, what a great throw. This kid has been tremendous since coming up from AAA. I mean, that went over his head, off the wall. He wouldn't have caught it anyway. I mean, what a great throw from the warning track on the fly. He threw that. Not even close. Ron Darling all over it. Ewing, what a great throw, man. I mean, like I said, he is the one bright. And Carson Bench, another young rookie. These are the bright spots of the Mets season. This is like the future right here. Infield's playing in. Dave Bruin, Central Goldfields, red skies, and impending doom in the air. I know you guys have winter right now. I can't wait for the fall. What are we in July now? Get me to September. We're almost there. Yeah, Bruin. I wish I had Bonilla's agent. Oh, that's 6-0 now. Hit up the middle. 6-0. RBI single by Varsho. The first two games were really close, guys. Really close. Right now, the Mets deserve a whole lot. That season. Yep, just done. It's done. Yeah, I wish I had his agent too. I mean, $5.9 million. You get 1.1. Instead, you take 1.1 million, basically, right? From 2011 to 2035. Wow, that's a lot more than 5.9. They could have just paid him off. I don't get it. I don't get it, but that's where we're at. Yep, I know, Bruin. That's why we celebrate it every year. Bobby Bonilla Day.
With Varsho at first and one out. Kirk floats one on the right side.
Up. That's a misplayed ball. Runner goes to third. So now Toronto has first and third. Oh, no. He stayed at second. Alejandro Kirk. Beatty misplayed that ball. So now it's first and second with one out.
Now Miles Straw will back her out for Yohendrick Pinyaga. That was 55 miles an hour ball for that.
Hey, Bruin, you should know you're a hockey ambassador. Remember, it's not quite Bobby Bonilla, but Alexei Yashin. Remember Alexei Yashin went from the Senators to the Islanders when they traded away. Who was that player? Oh, yeah, Zdeno Chara. The Islanders got rid of Zdeno Chara at a young age. They got rid of Chara for Alexei Yashin. Alexei Yashin, Bruin, as you know, is kind of similar to Bobby Bonilla. He hardly played for the Islanders, but they had to play him. I just checked the year. They were paying him pretty much the same thing without him even playing for them. Through 2015, I thought it was longer than that. But it was through 2015, he was like, oh, that's deep. That's gone. Up. 8-0. We're about done here, guys. Oh, did I say 8-0? I'm sorry. There was 2 on. 9-0 Blue Jays. Well, I'll tell you what. Saturday and Friday, these games were very close. Very close. I was like, hey, you know what? Rock and Des were like, yeah, you should do a game today. So I do this game, and this one's 9-0. 9-0. 9-0. I'm about to end this in a minute. But yeah, Alexei Yashin, Bruin, was kind of like that. The Islanders gave away a future Hall of Fame. Nobody knew it at the time, but Zdeno Chara became a Hall of Fame, one of the best defensemen of all time. And the Islanders got rid of him. I think it was Mike Milbury was the GM at the time. I think he got rid of him because he thought he was too big to play the game. What was he, 6'9"? Zdeno Chara. He was on the Senators very briefly, and they for some reason traded him to the Bruins. And the rest is history. Hey, Stella. She's been outside in her aviary outside with the other birds. Like every day, but it's just too hot. It's too hot. But yeah, it's 9-0 here, guys. I'm about to end this. I'll watch the Mets at bat. If this part of the inning ever ends, and then we'll take it from there. Eagles 1-2-1, Giants 2. I can see that. Except I might. I agree with the first two. I might say the Cowboys will be third. I hope you're right. I hope they're fourth. Washington doesn't bother me one way or the other. Nobody likes the Cowboys. Nobody likes the Cowboys. Nobody. So, but yeah, I would say Giants. The Giants are going to be really good. They're going to be good this year. They're going to be really good next year. So the Giants are actually back in it. They got a good head coach now, good quarterback. I think the Giants are going to be good, man. They're going to be good again. Oh, another hit, man. They're just getting hit after hit after hit. He's pushing two. He's pushing two. He's out. Oh, I don't know why he pushed. Ernie Clement tried to push a double. Now he might have gotten his arm around that tag. He might have gotten his arm around that tag. He might have. But the Mets are getting pounded right now. We'll see. It was a great throw by Taylor. Clement, I don't know why. Tyrone Taylor has a strong arm. I don't know why he tried to push it on his arm. Now, let's see if he got around the throw was definitely in time. Oh, he's safe. He got around. He got around the tag. He's safe. They're reviewing it now. He's safe. He was coming in with this arm. Beatty was going to put the tag on. He pulled this arm back and brought his other arm around and touched the bag, and he's safe. I mean, it looks like he's safe. Oh, he's safe. He looks safe anyway, but we'll see. Maybe the guys reviewing will have a heart and say the Mets are getting absolutely pounded in this game. Let's just overturn it. I mean, let's just say he's out. Just move on. Let this game get over. Yeah, Colin, I'm about to end it, so you're right. Oh, see, the umpires called him out. You know why the umpires called him out? They want to get out of here, too. They're like, look, it's almost 6 o'clock at night. This game's long over. Let's just get out of here. I got to tell you way back, I took Geelong only because they're home. I took Geelong only because they're home. But, yep, I tipped Geelong. I did. I don't always tip the Lions. Like, I know Bon always tips the Bombers no matter what he tips his team. I went with Geelong this time. I did. But that one there, I still think the Lions could pull out. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. They're getting destroyed. And Seth, the last two games, they actually were playing really well. They won one, and they lost Friday by 1 run. They've been pitching well. They've been playing well. Now they're getting murdered. Yep. On that note, guys, I'll be back on soon. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. There was actually more people in this than I thought there was going to be. And I told you she's everywhere now. Everywhere. She's getting older. She's 1.5 years now. She is everywhere. It's great seeing everybody. I will be back on soon, I promise. And well, hey, and that's it. That's it. Thank you guys for showing up. Much appreciated as always. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your winter, guys. I'm actually jealous of the colder weather you guys have. Not the rain, but the cooler weather anyway. We'll talk soon, guys. Thanks as always. Appreciate it. And to the Mets. Hey, Seth, perfect. Mets are getting destroyed. There you go. There it is. Boo. But you know what I do? I turn around and look at that. I say, oh, yeah. The Knicks are champions. That's what brings it all back. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Later.